What's going on, Tiger Tran clan? Today we are coming at you with some more Frostpunk, and this is basically taking off where we left off in the first campaign, but I replayed through and started to tech better because basically when our first playthrough we were huge noobs. We had a lot of issues, and what ended up happening was we were kind of behind the curve when it came to being able to heat our civilization effectively. And in this playthrough I am not having that issue. I expanded much more rapidly. We didn't have that wood problem to where we couldn't build or research for even a time as well. And then also, I mean, look at our discontent, man. It's way down because we have a lot of the buildings and infrastructure set up. But we'll let the game run, and I'll kind of give you the rundown. I mean, we have the upgraded steel production. This will be the last sign of the covenant with God. What better treatment to our faith could we offer? Oh. Yeah, you gave your people time to rest. So basically what happened here was I was running people with epic shifts. And that's because what I found was in the early game, you can actually do it because discontent really doesn't do much in the early game. What I found is when you go to Winterholm, that's when the game difficulty really spikes up. I did kind of rush there, and there was a part of me that was wondering maybe if you held off a second, but I didn't want my scouts to be sitting around doing absolutely nothing because getting the steam cores is really, really important. But so we got this quest to basically say for 3 days, don't work extendo shifts, and it caused our hope to rise. So it caused our discontent to drop, but that's because we weren't running long shifts. So now that we can, we're going to bring back long shifts to definitely to steel. What about this here? Definitely extended shifts to the coal thumper. Whoa, which is very cold. All right, so we have the upgraded heaters, which is nice. Now the question is do we just build another heater, or do we use, because how much coal does this thing actually use? I think it was 3 if I remember correctly. Here it is. So empowered, these generate a small heat zone around them, which costs 3 coal per hour. So this would be worth it, especially with the gathering posts here. So let's just actually build another... Where are you? Oh, it's because we're out of iron. Or steel, excuse me. What are we using the steel on? That's causing such a major issue. Alright, so at least for now, yeah, this is cold. We don't want our kids getting sick. In this playthrough as well, we did put in child labor, and that helped a ton. So children can be used to gather resources as well as work in the cookhouse, and it's pretty amazing, to be honest. So we'll just use that here. Thankfully, we are sitting on a boatload of coal. Fundamental research. Oh yes, this is, so we had seen this in the last playthrough. This is where you take an engineer for 24 hours and he works on an Atma Tron. So I do not mind that at all. All right, let's figure out where we have some engineers that we can pull off and put into this building, since that one guy is doing some research. Oh, excuse me. It's this one. And then we'll pop him back in here. Very good. So thankfully civilization is doing really, really well. So we're about to build this temple, which is the next tier. I'll give you guys a little bit of a rundown. So instead of the, what was it, order, we went into this one instead. So religion and faith, basically. And I guess is it just, oh, the purpose starts there. But instead of basically giving people bully beatdowns and having police or like a military dictator force, this one you basically have like you worship the old gods in this game. It's kind of a tooltip that I read. So Christianity has faded because people lost hope in God because of the cold coming in. So they actually went back to worshiping the old gods. And I don't know who the old gods necessarily are. It hasn't given too much emphasis into that. But I think it might be, a part of me wonders if it's like Thor and Odin and all that. But it doesn't actually tell you who that is. Plus, this is a parallel universe because it is a steampunk universe. Because I think this game takes place in like the 1900s. So, like pretty early. So the temple has been erected. The magnificent symbol of our devotion is now visible. Hope rises. Wow, look at that. Let's go. Our hope is just soaring. Oh, look at this. The tendency's going down. Clutch. I didn't even know that was possible. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. All right, so coal thumper, extendo. How much coal is here? Okay, it is actually building pretty effectively. That's good. All right, so the children are working. Do I want extendo shifts for the chitlins? I feel bad making them work extendo shifts, but we're gonna do it. They will be strong children. Their backs will be mighty. I was watching this interesting YouTube video about this girl who started doing CrossFit when she was like 8 years old. I think it was like 8. It was young. And the girl was like an absolute beast, dude. She was at like age 11. She was outperforming 25-year-olds. So I believe having the children work at a younger age, man. Good work ethic. Look at these. And these buildings don't even... Oh, what is this? 20 rations, a long ceremony will delivered at the temple. So hope rises. Some Londoners may mend their ways. Absolutely going to do this. So one person mended their ways. Hey, better than nothing. All right, so from here, we did do research to make our Atma Trons easier to make. So we'll have this build as soon as we get the steel. Steel's been our major stopgap. That's why we're actually teching up to... So right now we're teching to tier level 4 because I really want to get advanced steel work. Because I haven't found another way of getting iron, and there's only 2 sources of it. So I feel like that's the major place that we want to rush to, and basically what we're doing at this moment in time. We have 2 Atomatrons now, one from the bridge, as well as one that we have created. So we have them working lumber, so we could turn off the heat and, you know, have them basically work with no issue. Like this one we have some workers at and we have the heater on, but we're just trying to minimize the amount of coal issues that we'll have in the future. But I mean, everything really is going really well in this playthrough. I mean, look at hope is way up. Oh, you know what we'll do is we're gonna do shifts here as well. Oops. I basically want to do it until discontent. I guess it has like a sliver, right? Okay, so now we have some discontent. And the reason I don't mind this is because I kind of want to do this. Oh, sermons. Okay, so every time you click these, man, it just makes your hope go up, which is really good. So a little bit sad because of the overtime shifts, but I do not mind having a little bit of discontent. Our tendency is still down, so that is good. I think this is predominantly based on hope. Ooh, perfect. Let's go. Advanced Steelworker. We need this so hard right now. So we get 130 steel per standard workday. Let's go. We have an overflow of workers right now too, which is good. I'm almost wondering, so look how much food we have. I'm almost wondering if we just build another, I guess. I wonder if we just build another worker hut. And by worker hut, I mean hut. The hunter hut, actually. Where are you? Food. Hunter's hut. Because we've got a boatload of... Can we put this near enough? Oh, that's a smoke pillar. I was like, what the heck? I'm like, why can't I build here? I think people will suffer from cold here, but do you think there's enough room over here for it? Ooh. Ooh, we can squeeze it in here. Let's go. And it actually will heat. Alright, we'll do that. That'll be good for our additional workers. Because we want them doing at least something. We do have coal here, and inevitably we will get this out of the way, but definitely not when it's cold outside. We'll probably use an Atma Tron to do that, because that's dangerous work. You know, in reality, well, we're not really running into coal issues. I just want the space, because we could put even another Hunter's Hall over there. I cannot wait to get the steel, though. That is going to be so nice. Oh, did they actually start building the Atma Tron now? You've got everything you need. Why aren't you doing it? Ooh. Are they building it? Wait, why is building insulation 2 from weather? Oh, is this thing actually outside of the range? We're going to do extendo shifts on this too, because I do want them building the Atma Tron. So let's do this and then re-queue it up. Because I'm wondering why this isn't working. closed at this time. Oh, it's because we're in free time. Okay. That makes sense. Do you think this game is smart enough to turn the heaters off when nobody's in the building? I'm not 100% sure. That would be really cool if it could. That would make me so happy. But I don't think that's the case. But what's cool too is we instigated oh, here we go. Fighting arenas. And this does make people distracted with bloody spectacle. Everyone can participate to unwind after work. So this gives them something to do in their free time. And this, I believe, reduces... Oh, this lowers discontent, which is fantastic. So we have these in our major... You know, we've got one here. There's one over here. I believe there's a third one somewhere as well. But we try to make those right there. So we try to concentrate those where we had a lot of houses. We do want to upgrade into the higher end houses. We did rush bunkhouses in this playthrough. And to be honest, I think I'm even, after we get steel, I think I will actually go into houses. And this will actually make it so that we can have really high quality insulated houses. And when we have a lot of steel coming in, because of the fact in the last playthrough, and we did the same thing here, is we get coal and we get a nice chunk of lumber from our... not expedition groups, but our outpost groups. Ooh, some people are waiting. All right, let's explore this. Some trees in this grove bear deep cuts in the shape of a cross. We found some bones scattered around them. Buried shame. Poking around the trees marked with crosses, we found shallow graves under each of them. The dead bodies lack most of the bigger muscles. Some of the bones bear signs of a cutting tool. The corpse has been obviously stripped of edible parts. Ugh. So people have been cannibalizing each other. Wow. Now we know what kept the survivors by the freshwater springs from starving. We'll leave the graves intact, but we will cut the trees for wood. Okay, I'm down for that. All right, so we're going to have this guy come over here to this cave. He's pretty close. He's almost at Tesla City, and we did explore Tesla City last time. I remember it gave us an option to attempt to try to turn off the power. So we will do the same thing this time. In this playthrough, though, if you guys remember the polar bears... Ooh, looks like it just auto-saved. Oh, yeah, there it is in the top left corner. If you remember in the last playthrough, we fended off the polar bears with our scouts. We did the same thing in this playthrough, but our scouts actually got mauled and killed, so we lost 5 workers. It was pretty insane. I didn't know that was possible, and it makes me really happy about this game that it does have mechanics in it to where every playthrough is different. And that makes me happy because I enjoy the fact that this will have some replay value, and because I'm really enjoying this game a lot. To be honest, like, I love Kenshi and I'm going to continue making videos for that as well, but this has been just so much fun. I've just been loving it, man. It's just such a cool game. It's so unique. It gives you just insane options. Another act of vandalism. The Londoners have defaced more walls, urging everyone to join them and abandon the city. Some of the graffiti even mocks your leadership, branding you as an unfit leader incapable of doing what it takes to save our people. Yeah, send a cleric to reinsure the people. I wonder what happens when you do nothing. Because when you said do nothing, I don't know. I mean, it seemed like hope fell because we sent people, but I don't get that. That's kind of weird to me. So this will be the house that we probably click on, because this has timers. I like the sense of timers, but I also... Oh, 2 wrongdoers have been inspired to mend their ways. That's cool. They beat up the clergyman. Captain, a priest was assaulted whilst trying to reassure people disturbed by the Londoners' slogans. We should do something to protect our people. All right. So we need faith keepers to secure the streets. We need faith keepers to strike back. Whoa. We will pray for him and his assailants. Hope will rise slightly. Discontent will fall slightly. Hope will rise slightly. Discontent will fall slightly. I think, look at this. I mean, this has the best. Inevitably, maybe we will get some faith keepers, but this actually has the best outcome. And it kind of falls in line. I don't know what faith this is. You see, it's not on the cross, and we know it's not Christianity, but So hope will rise, discontent will fall. Interesting. I wonder if that will cause people to want to come back. I mean, I don't mind losing a couple people. I think inevitably it just ends up happening. I think it's part of the game mechanics because this is about the farthest we've been in the game. So let's speed it up for now. And then keep an eye over here. Here we go. People have abandoned the Londoners. Let's go. First Londoners convinced to stay. Sir, several of our people who wanted to flee to London have decided to trust you and stay. They say that your recent decisions convinced them that there is hope for us here yet. I'm glad to hear that. Let's go. I wonder, you know what we'll probably do is we'll get a steel. So we're probably going to steam Coal Thumper next, and because there is another source of coal, and that will be good because I think inevitably when the big cold hits around day 25, we're going to need it. I wonder if our captain really has a plan. Of course I do. We have to get organized. We have to do something. Man, but thankfully the civilization has stabilized very well. What we really need is iron more than anything. Tesla City. The city is modern and meticulously built. A tall tower emits a constant barrier of lightning, deflecting incoming snow, but nobody comes out to greet us. Oh yeah, this is where we find the burnt bodies. Able minds and bodies will prevail over the coal, reads the slogan over the entrance of Tesla City. A center tower shines with a blue glow of electric discharge, which forms a protective dome over the town. But something went wrong here. There are charred bodies in the streets, and the stench of burnt flesh taints the air. We saw lightning streak from the tower and hit a building, leaving a gash in the roof. Oh, we've discovered a fishing village as well. Scouts will try to disable the electrical discharge, stay away from the cities. We're gonna do it. I gotta risk it for the biscuit. We've seen a thing or two in our lives, but nothing has frightened us as much as the blasted lightning. We figured out how to switch it off. Or until we figure out how to switch it off, that is. Now we're able to establish an outpost here. Oh yeah, this is where you can get the core. So nice. Now the question is, I think it's like, if we look at it here. So every day you get one steam core, which would be really useful. Let's look at our base. We're actually doing pretty well on wood. So let's wait. What we'll do is we're going to wait for them to deliver this wood, and as soon as they do, we are going to take these guys off and bring them to cores, because we got an absolute boatload of wood right now. Though I would, to be honest, I would love to have another outpost, but I don't think we can. Let me look real quick. Build. Was it tech? It is. It's always steel, man. Steel is like our stopgap all day or day. But I'm pretty sure you can't build another one of these. So we are building this right now. And this probably is what we used our iron on. Okay, let's just keep trucking. I still think we will, because we do have a lot of wood right now. And we do have people chopping away. We have our robots doing it. Inevitably, we probably will maybe you have to go into kilns to make charcoal off of lumber. I could believe that you need to get there at some point in the future. There's plenty to do. Oh yes, we were waiting for steel so that way we could build. Okay, but here, let's try to look to see if another outpost can be established. I don't think it can be. Yeah. Which is a bummer, dude. Why can't you build more outposts? Like, that's weird to me. Can you build like two? No. Yeah, this is really weird to me that you are limited on the amount of outposts. I mean, maybe they're generically trying to make the game more difficult, but it means it just looks like you just build a platform that goes up. So, I mean, really, yeah, I feel like cores would be really good, because then I could even make the automated coal plants. And I think we'll inevitably end up needing that, especially when we need to heat the inner ring more effectively. But from here, we are going to build the heating hub, and we're going to put it so that way that we heat. Basically, what we need is the two gathering posts and the coal. And it is going to overlap a bit, but that's okay. And this will be good because then we can turn the heaters off of these guys. And I mean, I guess we could leave the heaters on in the future as well if we ever need it. Because just in case like winter gets epically intense. Oh wow, these places are chilly. Okay. So from here, we are going to get the higher quality houses, definitely. And then from there, I don't think we can actually build advanced steelworks yet. Oh, look at this. The base heat is 3. That's nice. But we are going to build these as soon as we can. Like now. Oh, look, it did use less resources to build it because we're building it on top. I think it did, right? I think it did. It seemed like it did. Because it took us 40 to click it, but then we ended up with a little bit of excess. That's cool. All right. Wait, what are you doing? Is this thing out of lumber? No. Wait, what are you doing? Oh, we built a third one. Okay, okay. I see what you're doing. All right, so now the question becomes is, do we actually have the Atma Trons work these? I mean, we just installed heat here on this thumper. So you know what I kind of want to do? Is I kind of want to expand our coal facility over here. And I think that is what we are going to do. Tech. I don't think we can yet, though. Resource depot. Oh, coal thumper. I feel like we need to have someone inevitably gather this. Which maybe we need to have a robot gathering as well. I guess we could do this and actually heat this and have people work it. At least for the time being. But here, let's get this stood up right now at least. And from here, we're just going to build the road like this. Perfect. And this will be good because this is where we can use somebody. I think what we'll end up doing, yeah, is have workers do this, and then we're going to use a robot to come over here and actually mine the coal that this thing thumps. But to be honest, what we could do is we might as well put an animatron on this for now. And he'll come and grab this coal because, well, there's no point in just having him sitting there doing nothing. All right, let's check the religious centers for anything that we could potentially use. We're close. We're really close to this. Should be good. I just heard a donging sound. What was that? Oh, that was the difference in their times. Okay, something just happened. Wait, did something just happen? Work time. Oh, yes, here it is. Test subject needed. Sir, the engineer working on an Atma Tron project is back. He wants to borrow an Atma Tron. I'm close to a breakthrough. I just need an Atma Tron for a day, and I believe I'll be able to purpose special modifications that will raise the performance permanently. Yep, go for it. I'm totally down for this. If I remember correctly, it gave us a 10% bonus, but I'm assuming that there is a chance of failure, and it might just... I don't think it'll explode, but I'm sure there's a chance that something terrible could happen as well. All right, so let's get... we want the upgraded steel works. Yeah, see, 28 steel it costs. So it is much more efficient. And then it's heated-wise, it's actually much more efficient as well, which is great. Oh, this is huge. Now the question becomes, though, is do we put animatrons on this so we can get more resources? Definitely when they're product... Well, yeah, I think they are more efficient. I mean, maybe with Extendo, it's fine, but... Oh, man, look how much lumber we have. Oh, it's because they just got here. Okay, so let's do this. This building cannot support another expedition. Current limit is 1. Oh, we just got done with teching. So we finished the house. Can we... Is there an upgrade that makes it so that we can have more... Wait, faster outpost teams? That would be dope. Wait, so they're faster. Okay, that's really good. So sleds must mean that they move quicker. This must mean you can have more people searching, though we don't need that necessarily right now. Heat-wise, though. I was like, do we prepare for winter? Extendo range. Generator efficiency means that we use less coal, which could be, this could be good. Inevitably, we know we need this. Because I don't like putting the generator on overdrive unless it's 100% necessary. And extendo range is definitely necessary too. I do like this faster outpost teams. I think that would really help because we get coal faster. We could get a lot of different stuff faster. Oh, extended range. That's pretty good. Oh, yes. This is what we were going into. Was steam coal thumper. Because this means we get more coal out of the ground. Yeah. We're going to do this first. Because winter, I mean, it's day 25. We've got time. So let's bump this up 1. So as soon as we get enough coal, I do not mind getting another Atma Tron. We got workers coming out here and building, so that's fantastic. We're out of steel. Yes, we are. Oh, good. We made it to the fishing village, though. A hot springs keeps a tiny patch of the sea from freezing here. The Americans use this opportunity to set up a fishing village. It is now deserted. Can we get food here? So the fishing village used to supply Tesla City with food. Searching it, we have found a letter. Mike, don't return to the city. Tesla's a madman. He's cast out all the amputees and the sick. Jerry's parents and old Beth are among them. There will be blood, that's for sure, and soon. The village was left in order. We could send a team to start fishing. Okay, so we can leave the village intact, or we can dismantle the huts for wood. Chance. Okay. So this must be for food, right? We're fine on lumber right now, so let's leave the village intact because I don't know if we necessarily will need the food. Research station or ice corridor? Let's go to the research station. Okay, so how are we doing here? So steels. We always need steel, man. It's like steel for days. Steel's the ways. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we'll leave it there. I mean, we found out the reason that Tesla City fell was because Tesla was a madman doing crazy things. So the people maybe rebelled, but everyone was charred and dead. I'm assuming you probably find out more about what happened in Tesla City later on in the game, just as you find out more about Winterholm and what happened to the world and all of those good things. So we're going to end it there. This has been Tiger Tran, and I'll see you guys next time.